Okay, so today we have Siri Setty with us, who is a student at NLSIU, Bengaluru. And Siri, would you like to introduce yourself?
Right. Hi, everyone. I'm Siri Setty. I secured rank 171 in CLAT 2021 and rank 18 in Karnataka. And I'm currently studying at National Law School,
Okay, so
Bangalore.
Siri, how would you describe your entire experience of CLAT 2021 preparation?
I'd say it was kind of, well, I started my preparation when I was in 11th. So the first year I kind of took it a bit easy. And then the second year I kind of tried to ramp it up. And I think the last 2 months were like pretty intensive preparation. But all in all, I liked the experience. I actually found it pretty fun to, do the practice and do all that stuff. But yeah, overall it was good.
Okay, so there might be some tough subjects which, ऐसा लगता होगा कि हो नहीं पा रहा है कैसे होगा. So how did you manage those subjects?
So for me, I think that subject was GK. So like from the beginning, I struggled with GK a lot. So what I did was I made sure I was reading the newspaper every day. I made sure to attend any GK classes that I was able to find. I made sure to look at all the monthly compendiums, all the weekly compendiums I could find. And I made event-wise notes. And towards the end, I made sure I did constant revision before I went for the exam. So I think because of that, I was able to increase my score a bit in GK.
Okay, so also there might be some phases when your mental health might have also took a toll. So how did you cope up with that stress level and everything?
Yeah, I think especially with my school studies plus CLAT preparation, I think that was a very difficult stage. So one thing is the one positive of COVID was that our board exams got cancelled, which took a huge weight off of my mind. But I think the main thing was I used to keep in mind that CLAT is my main focus and not my school study. So I used to just make sure to at least devote an hour or two of my day just to CLAT. So make sure I did my daily GK reading because that was the section I was struggling with a lot, and made sure to attend all my classes, made sure to take at least one mock a week, no matter how hectic my other things were going. I made sure, and one thing was, I think I used to keep going to my parents and being like, I don't know how to manage this, I don't know how to take this stress. All they used to do is just take a day off, just kind of rest a bit and then continue. So I think that also helped a bit. So yeah.
Okay. Also, what is your take on using Telegram and social media along with the preparation?
I think one thing is that especially right now, since a lot of the things are online, it's kind of you can't avoid using social media. It's kind of how you stay connected. Especially, I think Telegram mainly I was using for CLAT preparation, and WhatsApp just to talk with friends. But I did find that Instagram was a bit distracting. I did use it almost throughout my whole preparation, but I think the last month or two I decided to just take a break because I felt that it was kind of impacting me. But yeah, I think it is important to still talk to people. Don't completely like shut yourself off, because I found that even after studying like the whole day, just talking to a few of my friends would take a lot of load out of my mind. So I think social media it can get distracting, but you should use it in the right amounts, and it does help in a way.
Okay, so please explain a bit on what was the role of success board in your entire preparation.
Yeah, so I think I was a part of the Success Board boot camp, and I just saw it. It was like I think one weekend where you guys just introduced us to stuff and you gave us access. And I remember thinking, okay, this is really good material and it's at a very good price. So I decided, I convinced my dad. I was like, I know I was actually doing preparation with other materials, but I decided I wanted Success Board too, because I felt that it would supplement a lot of my preparation, and it gave me a lot of extra materials also. I think towards the end, most of the sectional tests I was taking were from Success Board. And I think the GK compendiums and the GK discussions that were going on with Shubh sir, those were also very helpful. So yeah, and of course the GP specials were also very, very motivational, and it was very nice to just like hang out with you guys. So that was cool too.
Okay. Also, what would be your tips and advices to the people who are currently preparing for CLAT 2022? And especially keeping the fact in mind that there are just 6 to 7 months remaining in the preparation.
Right. So I think once like as of now, I don't think people should be stressing out, because one thing that did like it didn't really help me a lot was the stress. So I used to put a lot of pressure on myself, saying if I did very bad in a mock, I would be extremely like I would be very sad for a few days. I wouldn't have any motivation to do anything. So I think that's something you have to kind of learn to manage. Even if you do well, even if you don't do well in a mock or a test for some reason, it's fine. Just get over it, move on. And another one is like, don't even I know discussing with friends does help, but once in a while, don't discuss with friends, don't talk about your scores, just chill out for a little bit, because sometimes the comparison and seeing how other people are doing it, it kind of intimidates you. And sometimes it can be good if you find someone that you want to compete with. I found that that helped me. Like there were, I think, one or two people that I felt I wanted to do better than them, and like we were constantly trying to like push each other. So that kind of helped. But it was also important not to get intimidated by other people. So I think that's one thing that you have to keep in mind, because everyone is on a Telegram group or WhatsApp group these days for preparation. So yeah, that is one other piece of advice I would give. And the last thing I would like to say is, when you are sitting and preparing, don't leave off the sections that you are scared of till the end. Start with the section that you are scared of, because you will end up procrastinating. You will end up leaving it till the end. Better just do it, finish it off, and then do the easy sections towards the end, because you'll still be motivated at that point. So yeah.
Okay, so before you leave, Siri, one last question. How has been your online law school NLS till date?
Oh, it's pretty exciting and pretty overwhelming. I think like I have to keep pinching myself, like to be. I don't really believe that I'm actually there, and I think our offline classes will also be starting in November. So yeah, it's been a really great experience. The people are great, the faculty is great, the resources are amazing, and I think the 2 years of hard work, it really paid off. So yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is magical about NLS?
I think it's just the way that people like everyone is kind of like-minded in a way, if I could say that. And the teachers are also extremely helpful, extremely knowledgeable, and just being in the class is also it's a very different environment. It's unlike any other college or academic experience I've ever had. So I think that is something that everyone should be aiming to experience. Like it's something that everyone has to try, because they do things very differently here. But yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so thank you so much, Siri. Thank you for taking out your time. Also, I would wish you all the very best for your next 5 years. I am sure you would enjoy and excel in those as well. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, and thank you, Successful.